girls run the world because they're the only one that can procreate. They birth everybody.
All women are great because they're all queens.
All women are great because they're queens, and women run the world because they have babies. And the Toronto Raptors immediately issued an apology and took the video down. Love it, hate it. What's your take?
I mean, like anyone else with sane, rational thoughts, I hated it. Although I get the sense Mark Lamont Hill must have vehemently disagreed with that PSA. But I think there comes a point in time, the public, and this is on Toronto, but the NBA is an American league. This is one of the reasons why I have a hard time really getting into sports nowadays. If that's the messaging you're going to push, which is fine, I have a right as a consumer just to ignore it. You know, I mean, I saw Hershey came out for Women's History Month or Women's Month. They had someone in there that wasn't a natural woman, and then there was blowback over that. So this is now something that is being pushed in all realms. But for an organization to fold that quickly and be as gutless as they are, you know, maybe in my older age, I'm getting different. You know, 20, 30 years ago, it was all about the games. Now I'm kind of seeing a different picture. I said, God, this is another reason why I'm going to continue to ignore the league. And if you are let's say someone in Toronto that has season tickets or goes to games with kids, and these tickets are no longer all that affordable. You got the parking, you got the gas, you got the time invested in it. I'm not so sure that if you are so flaccid and weak in your beliefs and you cannot stand up to this very small vocal minority, I'm not so sure in any realm, whether it's sports, entertainment, or my dry cleaners, I don't know if I would want to ever support that business ever again.
I'm not there with you, but what I've done now, it's like I don't watch any pregame shows. Yeah. I just refuse to. I don't want to hear people talk about ancillary issues or run the risk that they'll talk about some ancillary issue that I don't want to hear about. I mean, and I watch games with the sound turned down really low so that if they start saying something stupid, it's easier for me just to tune it out. All I want to do is actually see the competition, and I'll follow along on social media over Twitter to find out if I've missed something. But everything else, I just try to tune out. I just want to see them play and hear a little bit of the commentary while they're playing, just in case the broadcaster sees something I don't see. But for the most part, everything else is a joke to me. From the music they play in the arena is a joke to me because the entire time I'm listening to it, a lot of it is hip hop. And I'm like, oh, these guys are so concerned about black life, but their arenas are filled with rap songs that promote the killing of black life. So it just drives me crazy. I don't want to hear that. The athletes and their phoniness, their social justice warrior phoniness drives me crazy. And so I just try to limit my access to it. And I'm just thinking about the players that taped this PSA. For me, they couldn't have put a script in front of me that would have got me to read that, you know, women run the world because of X, Y. They don't believe it. And, you know, they're all queens. They don't believe it. They'll be at the strip club tonight talking about their bitches and hoes, and they know it. And so I don't want to see it. The whole thing frustrates me.
On a road trip, in a hotel, when they have a vast selection of women for that night, none of them are going to choose a trans woman. Let's be honest about it. That's the truth. To them, that is not a woman. I'll just leave it at that before I get us banned.
None is a strong word.
Knowingly. You're right. I had a little too much.
It's still a strong word. It's still a strong word.
Okay.
It's still a strong. I'm telling you, just because these dudes this is a different generation.